What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play.
Start that one over.
We are here at Racing Sport Concepts at NCM Bash. This is the last day. This is Saturday. I just wanted to show off the booth, show off the help. That's Bill. That's the owner of RC. That's Dana. We got Shane over here. Shane, give us a thumbs up.
Hey!
Kevin, subscriber. We got David back there, TJ and his girl. And check out the booth here, guys. We got some really cool cars, of course. I mean, I'm a little biased. That might be mine. That's, of course, Bill's. And then I can't remember the person's name there, but they have a nice pink Stingray. It's loaded up with RSC stuff as well. I'm just going to kind of walk through, show some vendors, and then we're going to maybe look at some Grand Sports. So we got Callaway here. Of course, we got the NCM insurance over there. We're going to talk to Adam here in a second because you guys can save some money on insurance, and I'm going to show you how in a second. But other than that, we got some really cool cars. We're going to check this one out in the back here because this is Kirk Benyon's ZR1, and yeah, ZR1. ZTK too. Then we got Joe Brazelton's Red Mist with some Wheelcraft wheels. You guys, oh, there it is with the shirt too. We can't miss that. That's the Bash Takeover 2026, guys. So again, the foam finger. I don't know if you guys have seen these yet, but that was Professor Corvette's idea. We got Joe Lamb's E-Ray, looking very orange. He's the guy that does the shirts for us. Joe, give us a thumbs up. There he is. All right, so he's a big supporter of the channel.
Everybody's here.
How you doing? So we're gonna walk around a little bit. Like I said, guys, let's take a look over here at Wheelcraft. We've had them on the channel before. And of course we got Ricky here, his Ricky E-Ray.
How's it going, XPO family?
Yeah, you're gonna be on a vlog now. Did you bring me a donut?
No, this is what is it? Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man, take it easy.
Yeah.
So we got Wheelcraft here. We've seen their wheels a couple times on the channel. Of course, that's black chrome, which is actually what Jay has on his car, which looks really cool. I'm not a big chrome fan, but black chrome looks really good. And yeah, actually no, I'm sorry, this is black chrome, but they look good. And then of course we got E5 wheels over here. And we got Charles Samaha. If you guys watch the live videos, this is the real Charles. This is his car. He's got some of their forged aluminum wheels on there. Looking good. The car looks very similar to my black Z06 I had because he literally bought almost everything I had on my black Z06. So, really nice looking car. With very similar looking wheels. When I first saw this roll in, I thought it was mine. So, yeah, let's go see how we can save some money on insurance. All right, guys, so here we are with Adam. He is, of course, with NCM Insurance. How are you, Adam?
I'm awesome, man. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So always good to see you at these shows. This is another reason why, you know, these guys are legit. They come out to these big car shows. Like, you'll be at Corvettes of Carlisle too, right?
Absolutely. And we travel to a ton of shows throughout the country. So whether it's here in Carlisle, we have a ton of events we'll be at, and we'd love to chat with you.
Yeah, it's always a good time. So, like I was telling him just a second ago, you guys have heard me yammer on and on and on about NCM Insurance. So I'm going to have Adam, the guy, the man, the myth, the legend, tell us a little bit about why NCM Insurance. What makes you guys different?
Sure. So one, what makes us different is we're owned by this place, the National Corvette Museum. So there's no other insurance company, agency that could ever, claim that. We are owners like many of you all are. We've had Corvettes to other collector cars as well, so we understand the nuance and the how critical and how diligent your viewers are. So with our product, we have multiple carriers that we can price coverage with. So we aren't the actual insurance company, we're an insurance agency. But the benefit of that is we can shop that to multiple carriers and figure out what is the best program for your situation. But the main driver of our policy is the agreed value protection. So like Justin's car, he's got an awesome Z06, it's modded, and we can account for those modifications, whereas most traditional insurance won't. So the money he's got invested in his car, we would promise that we would pay him that if there's ever a total loss. So we agree upon that value before the policy is written.
That's awesome. So let's say I came at you and I said, hey, I want to insure my Z06 for 180 grand.
Sure.
How does that agreement process work? Do you just automatically hear that and go, yeah, okay, we'll do that? Or is there, you know, do you guys do some sort of research to figure out what it would actually be worth? Or
Yeah, absolutely. So one, because we're in the hobby, we understand the values of these cars. So we know right now the market is on a little bit of a slump because of the amount of vehicles that are in the marketplace. But going back to Justin's car, he has done significant work to it. And so we might ask him for some photos to help substantiate that requested value. But it's a simple process. If we come back and say, you know what, we're probably about 10 grand off, we're going to concede in most cases, and just to make sure that you get what you feel is best for you in your situation.
Awesome. All right, so guys, again, NCM Insurance. A lot of times you'll actually see Adam when he'll actually be here. You might even talk to him. So this is another reason why this is a really awesome kind of presentation, because this isn't just a face.
Right.
This is the guy that will actually work behind the counter. So when you go to NCM Insurance, I'll put the link in the description down below. Just make sure you're putting in HPO 26 when it asks you how you heard about us.
Right.
So these guys know you're coming from the HPO channel. So
Awesome.
Again, Adam, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Guys, go save some money on your insurance. And of course, we're still doing deliveries here. And check this out. Somebody's getting delivered the ZR1 in Hysteria Purple. Looking very clean and shiny. ZTK? Nope, not ZTK, but big arrow wing, carbon fiber wheels, all the options except for ZTK. It's like, and we got something else out here.
I don't know. Again.
Stars and stripes. Look at that. That's pretty nice. We haven't seen one of these in person yet. There he goes. And of course the Stars and Stripes coming out. I would say it's the Stars and Stripes of the show. Check that out. It's a pretty interesting car right there. And then over here with the Chevy booth, they actually have the exact cars that they used on the Nürburgring. So this is the ZR1X that got the 649 time. This is literally exactly how it was set up. Obviously you can see the outcome brakes with no titles or anything on them, but literally the exact same car. So these are the ones that made the records the way that they did. And I love this. I love this. This is exactly what I would do on a ZR1. And then of course the Z06 here as well. Same thing. This is the one that was driven on the ring and got the time. It's a Z07 car, but oddly enough, they did take off the carbon fiber wheels. You can tell because those studs are longer. That should have been a carbon fiber wheel car. I'm curious why they did that. But either way, then we also have the actual ZR1 here. This is the one that ran the 650 time. This is, again, the exact car that they ran. You can go ahead. Interestingly enough, we got some heat wrap back here. It must get pretty aggressive over there, huh? So again, exact car they ran. And then of course we have a bunch of cars down here from Chevy. This is just a Z06. This is one of the ZR1s, the Stars and Stripes. So this is Stars and Stripes Z06 with the spoiler indication, and of course the flag up on the front. Same here. All the matte finish stuff coming down through. There's your stars and stripes. Looking really, really nice. New Stingray. And then of course we get into some of the Grand Sports down here. They've been starting up the 6.7 liter engine and revving it all day. But this is obviously a Grand Sport heavy kind of show. The new Admiral Blue with the Heritage stripes, the Adrenaline Red interior, the new wheels. I know I've showed these already, but that's what they're going to look like. The emblem, and then the engine cover here is red for the new 6.7. Got some posters over here. That's pretty cool. I like that. But, yeah, Grand Sport heavy. No Grand Sport X though. It's kind of interesting. I know they had one here at one point, but they didn't while I was filming. So just in case you guys haven't been able to make it, this is what you're missing. And then walking over here again to where all the Grand Sports are parked. These are all employee or engineer cars, basically. They're kind of driving them around as if they're their personal vehicles just to test them. This is where we can see some of the new colors as well. I did already do a video on this, but I just figured I'd touch on these really quickly. If you haven't seen that, check that video out as well. This is a Grand Sport with the Z52 package, not the track package. This is the new pitch gray metallic, also a Grand Sport, but pitch gray metallic with the blue interior and slightly different badging here where it's black and like a dark gray versus the stock badging is black with red underneath. So you're gonna have some options there, it sounds like, which is pretty cool.
I like these.
And then
They look like they're easier to keep clean.
another Z52. Another Z52. Then we got a Stingray here. That is a convertible. And then here is the Z52 track package. So this is the car with all the Z06 style aero that's more built for the track. So this is a Grand Sport with the Z52 track package with the obviously the tall wing, the dive planes, the splitter, and of course that front center blockout area. Now you could tell where this splits. You could remove this, I bet. Now, I would imagine there's probably nothing behind there, but if you really wanted to be that guy, you could remove that whole section. Obviously, there's no radiator or anything back there, but you could do it. If you want to do it, you could do it. So, here's another Grand Sport. This is a Z52, it looks like. Only one track package that I've seen so far. Let's see if they have any more. So here's another Admiral Blue. Yeah, another Admiral Blue. So this is a new old color. So bringing back it from the C7 days. And then that's a Z06. So not the Z52 track package, but looks, obviously you could tell, looks very similar, of course. Still has that big wing. That blue really does look good in the light though. It's actually very Hysteria-ish. Real deep, dark blue. So if you haven't seen Admiral Blue in person before, it's pretty deep. It's a deep blue. We got another Grand Sport down here. It's again Z52, it looks like. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I just wanted to show you guys real quick with the Grand Sports because that's what this show's all about this year, basically. But for the most part, we've already kind of focused on these on another video. So real quick overview. And then we also got the No Wiki booth. He does some pretty cool stuff with these cars. He's had the red mist here with the bronze wheels for a little bit. Looks pretty cool. Gotta love that. And then of course we got the museum in the background, and then we're kind of back here with the Chevy team stuff. A little less vendors this year, but it did not affect the turnout of Corvettes or people, I can tell you that much. There's a ton of people here, a ton of Corvettes, less vendors than usual. And of course we got this guy too. You guys know John Perkins, he's on the live videos all the time. Say hi, John.
Hello, everybody.
So that's what we call a flyby on the vlogs. So that's pretty much it though. We're back at the Racing Sport Concepts booth. So I think we'll wrap this thing up. Guys, if you liked what you saw, this is kind of the final day wrap up. If you liked it, smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And as always, stay obsessed. There's Ricky again.
Stay obsessed.